Fort Leavenworth, a vital location for the expansion of the American frontier. It was established in 1827 in Kansas by the U.S. Army to deploy troops to claim the western side of the country. It eventually became the training center for the Army infantry and cavalry in 1881. Today, however, we know it as the location of a maximum security prison for the United States military. Surely a place of great prestige is free from horror stories, right? As the saying goes, the monument of triumph will cast a large shadow. This is a tale of stories that have yet to end. The figures told in them continue to exist beyond their demise. Witnesses claim to have seen these ghosts not just around the fort, but around the Leavenworth community. The oldest tale in the fort is about the tragedy of St. Ignatius Chapel and Father Fred. Supposedly the original chapel burned down in 1875, with several citizens trapped inside, one of them being the young priest named Fred. In memory of the victims, the people who rebuilt the chapel etched their names into the bricks, and that's how Fred's name became known. The story did not become known until 1973, when a witness claimed to have seen an apparition of a robed figure pass up and down the stairs near the kitchen. A Polaroid photo was taken during the dinner party and revealed a smudged image of a robed figure appearing on it. With this knowledge, who's to say that Father Fred didn't die immediately? For all we know, he could have been caught off guard by the fire and was desperately searching for a way out at the time, and his death left behind an angry shadow, just unable to move on, still searching desperately for a way out. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Moving on. Just because this was the oldest tale doesn't mean it's the most interesting. To me, that would go to the other tragedy of the Lady Catherine Sutler. She, her husband, and 2 children were on their way to Oregon for resettlement, but they had to stop for refuge with family and was living in the fort at the time. Catherine's children went down to the river to collect driftwood for the fire. When they did not return, she had left to look for them along with the search party. Even after 3 days of searching, the people declared them dead, but Catherine continued for the rest of the winter. She later contracted pneumonia and died before the season's end. As spring came, the people learned that the 2 children were alive and well. As it turns out, they were swept downriver and picked up by a band of Fox Indians. They had to wait until spring, though, to return them to the fort. Even with this uplifting end, the Sutler family and the people of Fort Leavenworth still had to live with the loss of Lady Catherine. As the story goes, the people have claimed witness to hearing her wailing voice down by the creek, calling out the names of her children. Ethan! Mary! And this so ends my telling of ambiguous tales from Fort Leavenworth. I mean, I could go into other ghost stories like General George Custer or The Lady in Black, but I think those are better looked at on their own. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about these spooky tales from a spooky place. But I will come up with other videos later on in the near future. They won't be ride leadings like this. No, they'll be better. So anyway, this is Christopher Hernandez signing off. Have a good day, guys.